Okay guys, today we're gonna go over what a realistic repot looks like for me. We're gonna look at some roots, and then I'm gonna pot up a special plant for my mom and try and sneak it back into her plant section at her house. So this is what a realistic repot looks like for me. I'm usually sitting on the floor. I've got plants strewn about. Usually they've been gathering for days. I'll kind of be like, oh, I need to take care of this. Don't have time today. Put it over here by the window. And then when it builds up, I, you know, I'm like, okay, I have to sit down and take care of this. So I have some new Hoyas that I've gotten at local greenhouses. So I'm going to repot those and just put them in sort of like forever pots. I like these pots from Target. They're not too big. I think they're 4 inches. And what I can do is I can put a narrow trellis in there and then I can grow vertically because I don't have a grow room. I don't have a greenhouse. I, have to grow. Well, that one's a little wet on a shelf, and so growing them all vertically makes it easier, and then it kind of looks cool. So that's what I'll be doing, is I'll be putting them into these pots and then eventually with those trellises. So let's go ahead and start. I have this Hoya potsii. I think that's how you say it, that I got from a local greenhouse. I feel like the greenhouses around here don't have spectacular Hoyas. Um, it's usually like individual growers, so I don't know how your area is. Of course, there's the proven winners from Home Depot, but you have to be living in a town with a Home Depot, I guess. Um, so I actually found this and a retusa at this same nursery, which was pretty exciting. They also had a rigida, but it was like a full 8-inch hanging pot already, so it was pricier, which is fine. I just wasn't expecting to spend that day. So where is my little cup? We're just gonna use this because I don't have any fancy tools. Here's my perlite cup. And yeah, so we'll put some of that in here. So if you have a nursery in your area that has really good Hoyas, I'd love to hear about it and what they have. Someone I saw on Reddit, their local, someone said on Reddit that their local Ace Hardware had a bunch of Hoyas, and they showed the setup, and it was like shelves and shelves of, like starter Hoyas, and she got like 10 different kinds. So of course I ran to our Ace Hardware, but they didn't have any, which is a bummer. Okay, this guy's ready to be potted up. It's very thirsty also, so I kind of put it off for a long time. Let's go ahead and get that in there. And then later I'll put the trellis. I just don't have them all down here. If you saw my other videos, I just use soil. I tried to get fancy with potting mediums, but it just kind of seemed more like a job, and it became not super fun. And my Hoyas do fine in soil with the extra perlite. I don't keep them sopping wet, so it works. It keeps it fun for me, so that's just what I do. I haven't heard a lot of pushback on that, but if you also use just regular soil, feel free to chime in and let me know. Okay, that one's done. So we'll put that over there. All right, next up we have a sunrise. A sunrise? Yeah, I think that's what it is. And I love the look of terracotta pots, but the texture is just, it makes my teeth itch like styrofoam. So I can't do that. Plus, they dry out so fast, especially living in a dry climate. So I can't be doing that. So I just have these plain plastic pots from Target. It's nearing, you know, they're going to be changing out their seasonal stuff. So these will probably be on sale here soon if you're needing to stock up, because I feel like, oh, this is so many pots. And then I'll trade plants or sell them or give them away, and then I won't have any pots. So I like to have a bunch on hand. This is just the soil that my local garden center uses, and it works fine. I mean, that's what this came in, so. Oops, I put a little too much. Let's get you in there. And then I'll get a trellis for this one. Okay, sunrise, done. Well, I probably should water it because it was really dry. And, oh, this is all I'm using. I'm just using liquid dirt that I put in that little watering can. Okay, so next up we have this Mandula pothos, and see how it's tipping forward? I just kept thinking, oh, it's getting too heavy for this little pot, but look what we have here. That's always fun to pull out the pot and see that, and you kind of gasp in admiration. So I need to repot this. I don't think I'm going to put it into its forever pot yet, because you can see that it kind of reverted on this leaf, but then it's coming back to life here. So if I have to do some sort of chopping and repotting, I don't know. I think I'll just put it in a slightly bigger pot, like this one. That one? This one? We'll do this one. I know that means we'll have to repot it soon again, but oh well. Oh well. Ooh, I didn't think about getting these out. Okay. I might have to cut them. That would be sad. Let's see. Oh, they all came out. Okay, that pot is going to be too small. So I guess we're going with one of these. I guess that's what we're doing. Inadvertently. Changing it up. Okay, this one is done. All right, next we have a Parasitica black margin, and this one I got in the mail, and it's been putting out new growth. So I figure it's kind of out of the safety zone. So we will be repotting this one also. Oh. This one is pretty good. It might not be quite time to repot it yet, but I just wanted it ready for a trellis when it got a little bit longer, and so that's why I'm doing it now. Even though it's not completely outgrown its pot yet, I just wanted to get it on a trellis, because if it starts sending out a vine, I just want to be ready so that it has the support so it'll keep growing and it won't blast that vine. This one was really dry too. Okay, done. All right, let's skip to the plant that I'm going to sneak into my mom's. So when my mom retired, she's always wanted to do pottery. And she got a pottery wheel and has started making various things, one of which is pots. She has another one up here, but it's shallower. And with a compacta, you know, when they get really long and like droop over, they need a heavy pot to kind of keep it so it doesn't fall off your shelf. So this would be perfect. This one is pretty newly rooted, but doing well. So I'm going to plant it in here. And then we do Sunday dinner every Sunday. So I'm going to sneak it into her plant section, which I will show you guys her little plant section. She has one Hoya for me, but it's not doing well. So let's get her another Hoya. I know there's sort of like two kinds of people who like to put things inside a cover pot and people who like to put things directly in. And so she's one of those people that likes to put the plant directly in to the clay pot. So that's what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and check these roots, if it has any. I don't want to give her a bad plant. Okay. It's got like one root. That's fine. She'll be fine. So we'll pot this up and then see how long it takes her to notice that there's a new plant. I did this with, like I said, one Hoya and then a philodendron Rio that she has now that's doing really well. And then I did it with, I think, a Raphidophora tetrasperma. And hers is going crazy now. It's growing up her 2-story staircase. So when I drop this off, I'll have to show you guys her mini monstera because she's had to cut it back so many times because it keeps running out of room on where to grow. So these are hard because I did cut off several leaves to give us some exposed stem because these are just, as the name indicates, so compact and tightly formed. So I did sacrifice a few leaves when I initially trimmed this because it is just, you can't get in there. All right, we will sneak this back. This is her, that's her little signature at the bottom. Doot, doot, doot. Okay, we'll see how long it takes her to notice. All right, so I did get some more proven winner Hoyas from Home Depot and didn't have time to repot them right away, so I will repot them now. This one is one, I know I said I put them all on a trellis, but I wouldn't put this one on a trellis. I'll just let it hang when I do that one. And then I have this little Matilda I need to repot. It's a propagation. It was in perlite. It's got tons of roots. So we'll do that one. And then we'll do this one. And then I think that will kind of be it. So let's go ahead. I got other colors that were outside my wheelhouse, and then I never used them because I just like the yellow and the red. So let's go ahead and do this one. Another Fitchii. That's what this one is, but I got it, you know, a long time ago, so it's already vining up. But I like to have multiples of the same Hoya because I'll give them away to friends. Oftentimes there's like a last minute plant swap or something like that, and I don't want to have to cut my plant, so I'll just get another one and just kind of have it on standby, just so that, for any of those reasons. All right, so, oh, by the way, these ones were half off, so it was $3. So I couldn't resist getting another one. I mean, like, how could you? I had a Fitchii, in like the 2020 craze, and I can't remember if it died or I sold it because I got tired of it. I can't remember. So, and I think I already added too much dirt because I'm chatting. Let's see. Okay. Just a little too much. Okay, so like I said, I hate repotting, so I try and put them in a pot that they can be in for a long, long time without needing any sort of amendments or anything, because I just don't like this. It's tedious. And then once you've got the trellis on there, it makes it hard to repot. So I try and put them in a pot where I'm like, go ahead and live in there for a few years, and then I'll see. Then I'll see about repotting you. Mix it up here. I know some people like pre-mix their soils and have like a pre-mixed thing ready to go, but again, that's just not me. And I'm not mixing like 5 different things to make a super cool chunky mix, so it doesn't take me that long to just throw these together right now. Making sure there's no gaps, because once you water it, everything will like sink down. Okay, done. Running out of room over here. Okay, let's do this guy, and then we'll like kind of be done for today. The worst part about repotting is cleaning everything up, right? Okay. All right. Should we do this color? In the store, I was like, get the blue. It's so fun. It'll be outside of your, comfort zone. And I haven't used one of them. So I'll try harder next time. That one had more roots than the Fitchii. Oh, I still need to put some in there. But yeah, so I want to get, like I said, one of those IKEA cabinets. I'm not going to do like the fancy, like turn it into a greenhouse. I'll just put some grow lights in there and then that's it. Like I'm not going to seal it or do whatever. It's just another shelf for the plants with a grow light so that I can keep adding to my collection because I'm outgrowing that one shelf that I have. It's not a shelf, it's a windowsill. But it's like a deep windowsill. It's not, just like 4 inches. It's like, gosh, maybe 10 inches. So I have like 3 rows of plants on it, and then I have plants hanging above that. So it does give me quite a bit of room, but I need more. I need more room. So that is that. All right, this guy's done. This is these are pretty good looking for Home Depot. All right, I'm going to do this one later because I gotta go. I got things to do. So yeah, I will try and sneak this into my mom's plant section at her house and see how long it takes her to notice. It probably won't take her that long because she's like me. She like wakes up and goes around and looks at all her plants. But yeah. All right, so again, that's what a realistic repot looks like for me. I'm just on the floor over here with crazy amounts of plants around me. Oh yeah, this is my Pralinera that I found that I got at Walmart. I don't know what to do with it. So for now it has been just sitting here on the floor getting window light and there's some new growth. And then this is the compactor that I got at Home Depot when I got the 2 other Hoyas. I've killed 3 of these, but I'm going to give it a try again. So we will see. I couldn't resist. If you have a plant that you keep killing, let me know. I've also gone through 3 string of pearls and I want one of those so bad, but I've given up on those. I'm like, those just aren't for me. So if you have a plant that doesn't vibe with you, let me know. I'd love to hear. I feel like everybody has one and they're all different. So it is what it is. But anyways, yeah, this is my realistic little repot section down here. And I'll see you guys next time.